They were not always in the land of Africa. All right, they migrated from Jerusalem in the siege of the Romans, man. Right, in 70 AD. That's when we migrated from there into the west coast of Africa, man. All right. Why do you think they have something called Fort Judah on the west coast of Africa? Why do you think they have something called Fort Benjamin on the west coast of Africa, man? Those are tribes of Israel, man. All right. And this truth is coming out now, man. So these devils can't hide from it. They'll media block it. You know, they try and deem us, slander us. You know, say we do this and that. But the only thing we do is teach the truth. That's the only thing we do, man. We don't believe it. We're not dealing with no carnality right now, man. When the Lord comes back, He's gonna be the one to issue in this new kingdom. Okay? He's gonna be the one to issue in this new kingdom for Israel, man. For the Israelites. Okay? Not for those Jewish rats in the land of Israel now, man. For the true Israelites. Okay? Matter of fact, let me read that. Let me read that again, man. Because that was so powerful. Let me read that one more time, man. Alright? And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Yea. And what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? Alright? And all the coast of Palestine, man. Going into these Hamites and these Ishmaelites, man. The so-called Africans and the so-called Arabs. Alright? That's what it's talking about, man. For you doing that to my people, what are you going to do to pay me back for that, man? That's what the Lord's asking. Okay? Let me continue. Alright? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. Alright? Which means he's not accepting no recompense, man. Alright? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and carried away into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children of Judah, right? Talking about the so-called Negroes. And the children of Jerusalem, talking about the Negroes again. Right? The three tribes. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Alright? Have ye sold unto the Grecians, man? All right. So you sold the kingdom of Judah unto who? The so-called white man. All right. These devils, man, that you see walking around every day, man. That's what it's talking about, man. Saying how you devils are gonna get paid back for all the wickedness you've done on the planet Earth, man. All that slavery, all that robbery that you did. How did you devils get this land, man? Right? You killed and slaughtered the Native Americans, women and children, man. That's how you devils got this land, man. All right. So God, the one who you ignorantly call God, all right, the Most High, right, is going to recompense you, is going to give you a payback for doing that, man. All right? Even though it seems like that nothing's going to happen to you, that's what you feel, right? The Most High is setting you up for the okie doke, man. All right? He's setting up this World War III, which is evident. It's going to happen no matter what. All right? And once that happens, that's when the Lord's going to come back. All right? And you devils going to be destroyed with fire, starting with your main city, America, man. All right? All right? That ye right remove them far from their border. And where was our border? Our border is in Israel, man. Okay? And that's where you removed us far from. Okay? When we fled in 70 AD, we fled out of Jerusalem, in the land of Israel. We fled out of there through the west coast of Africa. Some of us went to the north part of Africa. All right? And then some of us went into Europe. All right? That's where you get the Moors, all right? The Moorish Empire, okay? Which ruled Europe for 1,000 years, okay? When you look up the knights in shining armor, all those different kings in the medieval times, those were our people, man. Those were so-called black people. Those are not Edomites, man. All right? But they'll have you think that it was, okay? Even recently. One of those so-called royal family, which none of them are royal, they're all a bunch of devils, man. They don't even belong there, all right? But she had one of the Moorish symbols on her shirt, man, which was a so-called black man on her shirt, and the people were getting offended at that. But there was nothing wrong with that because that was the Moors, man, all right? But people don't even know that history, man. Okay? Let me get Zechariah 2:8. Because it said what? You've taken his silver and his gold, man. Alright? Which Israel is known as the Most High silver and his gold, man. Okay, we're precious unto the Heavenly Father, man. All right? This is Zechariah. This is Zechariah 2 verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, right? Which it was going into some of the nations that spoiled you, right? With the main nation being the so-called white man, these devils, all right? These Edomites, because that's their true biblical nationality. It's Edom, the Edomites, according to the Bible, man. Okay? Those were the main people, man. All right? But it went into the so-called Africans, the so-called Ishmaelites. It went into these other nations who also destroyed our people, man. All right? And also sold you so-called Negroes into slavery, man. All right? Let me continue with this. Which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye, man. All right? So they touched the apple of the Most High's eye, man. They touched his special people, man. The only people he called his sons and daughters, man. All right? So the Most High is looking at that, and he's waiting to issue judgment upon you, man. All right? Even though it's carrying, right? It seems like it's carrying, right? These devils haven't been ruling for that long, okay? They haven't been ruling for that long, really. They've been ruling for about what, 500 years? Since the maybe 600 years, all right? Since the Renaissance period, okay? Because prior to that, they weren't ruling, man. They were in the caves prior to that, man. All right? We were ruling Europe prior to that, man. Okay? And that's true history. All right? Let me read that one more time. This is Zechariah 2 verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, right? Which they have spoiled us. They destroyed us as a people, right? Systematically, right? They did it openly back in like the Jim Crow era in those times. They did it openly back then. Now it's just systematic, all right? For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye, man. All right? So they touched the apple of the Most High's eye, of God's eye, man. All right? Who you ignorantly call God, okay? They touch his special people, man, which are the Israelites, man. All right? Which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those are the Israelites according to the Bible, man. Right? And that's who the Lord is coming back to save, man. The Lord is not coming back to save every nation, man. Okay, as they teach you. The Lord is only coming back to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, man. All right, which is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and those that are scattered amongst these different heathens, man. All right. Right, so Isaiah 63 precept here. Okay, so like I said, the Lord is only coming back to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, man. All right, he's coming to bring vengeance, right, upon the heathen, especially the so-called white man, especially these Edomites. All right, they're the main target that the Lord is coming back to destroy. All right, and it's all through the scriptures. He says it over and over again. He mentions Edom. All right, the Edomites, Idumea. All right, this, you know, so he's gonna come and destroy the Edomites and these other heathens as well. All right, and establish the kingdom of Israel, man. The kingdom of the nation of Israel, man. The true Israelites. All right, not those Israeli rats in the land right now. Not those Jewish people, man. Those are the devil, man. Those are not the true Israelites, man. All right. And I gotta keep saying that because when you speak about that, a lot of these retarded people, they actually think that those are the people that walked through the Red Sea with Moses. Those are not the people, man. Those are imposters. Okay. That's why they're out there causing nothing but trouble in the Middle East, man. All right, but they're playing the victim, just like the so-called white man always does, man. He always plays the victim, you know. He's the one who destroys everything, but then he wants to play the victim and get sympathy, man. All right. This is Isaiah 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom? All right, with dyed garments from Basra. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save, man. All right, which is talking about the Lord, man. All right, the one who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, whose true name is Yahushua. All right, he's gonna be coming, and he's gonna and the amount of, this is a metaphor for the amount of killing that's gonna be done to the nation of Edom, man. All right, the Lord is coming to destroy mainly the nation of Edom. All right, and who are the Edomites today? The so-called white people, man. They descend from Edom. They descend from a man named Esau, whose name was changed to Edom. All right? That's the Lord's main target, man, of who he's going to destroy. All right? Let me continue with this. So I'm going to start Isaiah 63, verse 1 again. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat, man. In other words, why does it look like you have why do you have all that blood on your garment? That's what they're asking the Lord. All right? And that's really a metaphor for the amount of killing that's going to be done to you Edomites, man. All right? And also the 2/3, but it specifies the Edomites, man. All right? Because the Edomites is the scene of great future judgment, man. They're the main nation who's going to get judged the worst, man. All right? And they're not going to be shown any mercy. Okay? Those are the people that the Most High hates, man.